and check in of abuse, and just wanted to say hey and check in and let y'all know that I'm thinking about you. Here I am. It's 11 o'clock at night. I've already worked 8 hours today. I went to school for 5 hours. So this is the kind of dedication that I want to give to you guys. This is how much I care about getting my message out to you guys. And I just want to let you guys know a little bit more about me tonight, okay? So I was born and raised on a farm in southern Iowa, and my dad drank a lot. I went through a lot of abuse and some molestation I went through in school with this wrestling teacher. At 12 years old, I was condemned to an identity of, well, I must deserve being beat. I must deserve not having anything. I must deserve not being loved. That's how I felt. And that's the identity that I lived in clear up through my 20s. Hence why I was a drug addict and an alcoholic for 20 years. And I'm a little over 4 years clean now. But I just want to share with you that you're not alone. You are not alone, okay? There is a person out there, there's a little girl out there, there's a little boy out there being beat right now, okay? So that's why this is so important that we recover, so that we can share our internal message to give hope to the next person. And I'm dedicated to this, you guys. I want to share my story. I think that I can help a lot of people. And this identity that you're living in right now, this hopeless, this desperate and depressed and yucky identity that you think is the only thing, it isn't. There's a whole world out there. You just gotta open up to it. And I kind of want to just give you a little rundown of how I did it. That's it. I don't want to preach to you. I just want to tell you how I did it, okay? So when I was 12 years old, I got into my mom's medicine cabinet and I took a hydrocodone. And I loved it ever since. And so it gave me a sense of well-being in a chaotic world. And, you know, even if I was to go back, I don't think I would have did any different, because I didn't have a choice to do nothing different. I had no one that loved me or coached me or encouraged me. So that was my love. That's what I got addicted to, was the love that that pill gave me. That's why it was so hard for me to stop. But I just got tired of depending on something to make me feel better. I got a 12-year-old daughter out there that, you know, I'm still not in her life because I'm still paying the repercussions of what drugs did to my life. So I'm going to tell you what I did, and maybe it'll work for you. Because it's that important that you recover, because you have people that you need to share your story to. So when I was 25, I went to my first inpatient treatment center. I thought in my mind, hell yeah, I'm going to get sober. You know, I've always had this voice in the back of my head that's always encouraged me, that's always told me that I will be someone someday, that I will be a millionaire, that I will put my mom up. I'm going to pull up for my family, and I'm going to take care of them back. This is something that I always wanted to do for my mom, and I'm going to do that for my mom, and I hope that I'm making her proud. So I went to my first inpatient treatment center at 25, and I think I got 3 months sober, and then I relapsed. You know, I always thought that I could have another pill just one time, just to, you know, for old time's sake, and it always went right back. You guys, you know this. One time, you go right back. It's just the way it is. It's the way it works. Our mind works in repetition, and that's why we can't manifest things just as soon as we think of them, because if that was the case, think about all the negative shit that you would have manifested around you. So your mind likes habit, and it likes repetition to make sure that you really want what you're thinking about enough. You see what I'm saying? And that's just such a huge revelation for you to think about. That's why it takes a minute to manifest good things for you. You just got to have enough patience to get through that black void where you've left your old identity, you've gotten sober, and you're trying to create. That's the hardest part. But if you can get through that, life will give you everything. And that's the thing, is that your mind wants to know how bad you want it before it starts giving you things. Okay? So, get your ass up out of the environment wherever you're at. That is the first thing. You cannot recover living in the same environment that you have all these emotional ties to. You cannot do it. These emotional ties are what builds up and creates who you are, because you have all of these people's opinions and all these emotional ties to these people's opinions of who you are, and you've allowed all these people to make you think who you are. But that's not who you are. That is a cover. That is a cover of insecurity, that you've never experienced anything outside yourself from the inside, so you don't know how to create your own identity. So, first thing, get your ass up out of that environment. You got to get away from it. You got to. Okay? Second, commit to the program that whatever it is that gives you that higher power. Mine wasn't religion. I tried it for 20 years, okay? I went to AA, I tried it for 15 years, didn't work for me. I'm a lone wolf. I'm a solitude. I believe that I'm an entrepreneur. I'm starting to get into this kind of stuff because I just work better alone. And I just learned that throughout the years, through trials and tribulations of losing people, that I'm better off alone right now, at least until I get into a very good financial situation and get a nice little path laid out for my future. Right now, I'm just all about self-love, and I'm lost in this great well-being and all these great spiritual experiences and coincidences, which aren't coincidences, because the energy that I'm bringing is the energy that I'm bringing back. It just takes time to bring that momentum up, you guys. So, third, exercise. You got to exercise, because if you can exercise, not only do you trick off the dopamine receptors and your serotonin receptors and your feel goods, your body starts feeling good. And then when your body starts feeling good, then it starts sending signals up to your brain saying, hey, I like this. Keep doing this. Okay, let's kind of become one. And then that's kind of like the beginning stages of brain and body coherence. And so they kind of bounce back and forth off each other. When one's doing good, the other one can pick the other one up. And eventually, after a while, then you become one, and you finally will feel whole. So, that's third. And, let's see, how do I want to go? Fourth, learn to meditate. You have got to spend time with yourself. You've got to spend time with yourself. There's no other way. You can't go through the world expecting all these outside events to make you happy. And nobody's going to hand you shit. Nobody's going to give you nothing, okay? They're not going to give you nothing. Everybody else is kind of like where you're at. If you think about it, you're worried about your situation, right? And so you're just kind of tunnel vision. You're just kind of like, okay, I'm going to focus on me and get myself going. Well, you got to think there's 1,000 other people out there just like you trying to do the same thing. So these people aren't going to hand you nothing. They don't care about your complaints either. They don't care about your situation. They don't care about that. You got to get over that. Accept the fact that only you can change your situation. And you can only do that by changing your thoughts once you get sober. You got to change your thoughts. If you can change your thoughts, you can change your feelings, which change your way you act, changes your behavior, which changes your character, which in the end That's what you want. You want a good character to be proud of, to love. You want to love yourself. So meditation changed my life, okay? Meditation definitely changed my life. And then as I got better at it, things started changing. Things kind of like a snowball effect. Just I started getting good things, because when your mind thinks good things, you receive good things. It's the vibrational frequency of things, called the law of attraction. And I need you to think about really seriously investing time and learning how to manifest with the law of attraction. Okay? I'm not telling you go against your God. It has nothing to do with that. It's about personal development. Okay? It's personal development. It don't have to do with nothing religious or spiritual. You can seriously just do this for personal development. So get rid of all the stigmas and all the who was and all this about this and chakras. Get rid of it. Just think, I can do this for personal development, right? And so I have some of these mind hacks that I've shared with you guys in a few other videos, you know, like priming your brain, thinking about the situation before you go in, imagining yourself doing it before you go, in first person view, not in observer mode. Don't watch yourself do it. Actually do it. Take the steps. Look at your hands as you're walking into the situation. And how do you want to feel when you go into that situation? Do you want to feel confident? Okay, create that confidence within yourself. That's how we create our future, okay? That's how we're going to bring our future self to us. That's technically time travel. When you can think of who and what and how you want to feel in 10 years, a confident, empowered man or woman, and then you feel that feeling of what it would feel like in 10 years to have all these great things, you're bringing the future to you quicker. You're collapsing time is what you're doing, and it works. So today I've just had a heavy heart, you guys, and I just want to share with you that I've been there. I've been down in that hole. I did it for 20 years. It's possible to get out. It's so possible. You just have to get to a point where you're willing to drop everybody and everything for yourself for the first time. You cannot do it in the same environment, and you cannot do it for anybody else. So get yourself up out of that environment and take a stand for yourself. Make yourself proud. Love yourself. With self-love, that's when the universe is going to start talking to you. It's going to start giving you things. It's just how it works. So, to kind of cap this off, just know that the identity that you resonate with right now is not the only identity out there for you. If you can think of an identity for yourself, whether it's confident or prosperous or an empowered or honorable or like widely respected, or you want to be an influential lecturer across international seas, or whatever it is that you can think of, that is a possibility. There is that you out there already, out in the quantum world, out in the quantum physics realm. It's already a possibility. You just have to step into it. And you do that by raising your elevation, raising your emotions, getting rid of all the old ties, and staying eager. You've got to be eager for this. You have got to want this shit, because you know how cunning and baffling and powerful drug addiction is. How bad do you want this? That's the question. Look in the mirror and ask yourself that every single day that you walk out of your house and go to work, or when you walk out of your house to go to the store, or whenever you even walk to the bathroom when you wake up in the morning. I want you to look at yourself and say, how bad do you want this, Josh? How bad do you want this, Amy? How bad do you want this, Chris? Whatever your name is, how bad do you want it? And another little piece of advice. When I was talking about getting rid of the emotional ties to your background and to your identity, this can also help you right here. And tell me how you feel about it. Leave me a comment below once you try it. Tomorrow morning, when you wake up, I want you to forget you even have a name. I'm serious. Don't think I'm crazy. Don't think I'm on some loopy shit. Just try it. Pretend you have no name and just go about your day with no identity. And tell me in the comments below how that makes you feel. Because when you do that, you're releasing all of that pain that's in your body that you have stored up, that has resonated with the identity that you live in. You release all of that whenever you drop your name. And so it's like Dr. Joe told me. You have to become a nobody to become a somebody. And when I say that, I had a friend that I was telling this about a couple days ago, and I told her that you got to become a nobody first, and then you can become a somebody. She says, well, I'm already a nobody. Why would you want me to be even worse? That's not what I mean. I mean, I want you to drop every single thing that has anything to do with the identity that you live in and start fresh. You're never going to be able to go in the past and change nothing, you guys. You can't fix the past. It doesn't even exist no more. So stop wasting your time thinking you can fix things. You have got to start over and create yourself. You are not who you were born and influenced to think you were to be. You can be anybody you want to be, man. So that's my message to you guys. Any of you guys still struggling out there, man, share my videos. Get me out there. I'm trying to get some awareness out to you guys. I'm trying to get y'all some help. I'm trying to be able to be that person that can help you in situations. Just comment on my video. I will get right back to you, no problem. So that's kind of like my life mission right now. I'm becoming a massage therapist, and I plan on doing a lot of other more modalities, like some Eastern Reiki stuff, some energy healing, some energy center cleansings and centerings, and I'm into all sorts of stuff. And so I'm really trying to get my name out there, and I really want everybody to hop on board with me. Let's bring this awareness to all the drug addicts and all the mental health patients and clients that are still struggling with that, because they don't know any different. So let's show them that there is something different out there. There is. I'm proof of that. You're proof of that. If you've made it, you're proof of that. Let's bring awareness to mental health and drug addicts. You know, and I can even start showing you like some of these new ways of these mind hacks that are working incredibly great for me. So leave me a comment below. Okay, like my videos, share my videos for me, you guys, please. I'm trying to get out there. I'm just a small town country boy. I don't know very many people, and I want to get my message. So the light in me honors the light in you. And as Ralph Waldo Emerson said, you are what you speak of all day long. And with that, good night and namaste.